Hi everyone, I am Alchemistic. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some success stories. Before I get into that, if you are new to me, hi, I am Alchemistic. I post content on manifestation. If you are interested in that, keep watching. If you would like to work with me personally, links to my services is in the description. I also have a member side of my channel if you would like to check that out. Both tiers have the information of what is included with them. I am also releasing a brand new community for us that will be over on the school platform. And for the first 2 weeks, you'll be able to sign up for free and you will be grandfathered into that even when I raise the price on it. So information for that will be below as well. It will be free to join until the end of September, from the 16th until the end of September. So if I'm posting this video before the 16th, you will have to wait. I will post a community post on when I have launched that community, and I will put it in the description after I have released it. But let's go ahead and get into this. So these success stories are from my texting and voice note service. A couple of them are text, so I'm going to be putting the screenshots on the screen. I already put the screenshots over on my community tab, but I like to go over them here on video as well. And then one is multiple voice notes put into one, and this person wanted to be anonymous. So they did ask me to disguise their voice. So yes, I did edit their voice, and so it will sound robotic. It will sound edited because I edited it to make sure that they are anonymous. But let's go ahead and get into the first success story. These are two different screenshots from the same person. And the first one, she sent me within just a few days of working with me. So let's go ahead and get into her message here. She says, "Thank you for clearing all doubts. I used to do EFT tap 3 times a day, 30 minutes to an hour each session, because a coach said I needed it along with robotic affirming and yoga, LOL. I was told that I cannot have self-concept without healing my past, and it would take 3 to 8 months to heal it, and that if I go straight into self-concept, my body will reject all of it because nervous system is scared. Alchemistic, you are freeing. You teach this in a way that I can finally understand, and it brings happy tears to my eyes. Also, you do sing really good. So to summarize, just continue living in the end and identifying as the new identity. And when doubts, spiraling, old story appears, intrusive negative thoughts, dismiss them. That's my old reality. I have shifted into what you call in your videos the no matter what mindset. This is happening. No, but what ifs, only certainty of no matter what, I am living in the end, I have shifted. It's really that simple. Stop, select, self. Identify with what I wish to experience. Okay, I got this. From now on, I will only talk about how my self-concept is improving instead of asking for multiple reassurance of if I'm doing it correctly, because you cleared all my doubts. Because if I keep asking if I'm doing it correctly, leaves me in the learning phase instead of God mode. 100%. Let's snap for her. Oh my God, she got it like that. Okay, so this client had gotten an audio message coaching from me. So it's one of my cheapest services, but it does take some time for me to get to you guys. There is a week delay on that one. So it's the email or audio message. She got that in August. And then she signed up for my 14-day SP challenge. And when you go through that challenge, at the end, if you've done it within 14 days, you get continued coaching with me. So she did it. And so she was awarded the coaching. I will be changing that. So I didn't want to go over what's currently included because I will be changing that up. But currently it is texting and voice note service for a short time. So she got that, and we've been messaging since then. I think that was on Monday. It is now Thursday, okay? Monday, Thursday. She sent this message to me, gosh, I think it was on Tuesday or Wednesday. So 100%, you don't need EFT tapping. You don't need to heal anything to have self-concept. Self-concept is identity. I have a free self-concept guide if you would like to check that out. Link is down below as well. It's on my website, absolutely free to download. And I've been getting lots of feedback just from that. People saying that I should be charging for it. People saying that this is literally the Bible for manifestation. I appreciate that. I don't consider it that. I just know that it is the foundation for manifestation. Literally, that's all she did was shift who she was identifying as. And she's pulling in all of my coaching here when she's talking about just dismissing the old self, right? And my stop, select, self framework. So if you're not familiar with me, I have plenty of videos on my stop, select, self framework. That's what she's talking about. But yes, she automatically made shifts, because think about it. She was doing 30 minutes to an hour, 3 times a day, just for EFT tapping, not including everything else. Okay. So what is that? An hour and a half to 3 hours every day that she just got back of her life. Also, she was doing robotic affirming, and she was doing yoga in the sense of helping her with her manifestation and her healing. Okay. So this is the shift that happened within a day or two. So I'm going to go over her next message with you guys, because this one is the big one. And of course, I'm going to be putting it on the screen as well. She says, Alchemistic, I just want to let you know it's been less than a week of coaching, and you have shifted me and my assumption that I've held for 2 years. I've held the assumption that my husband's green card interview will be long and difficult. Wow, was I wrong? LOL. We passed the interview in less than 5 minutes, all from self-concept alone. All I did was this. I told myself before with certainty and knowing they just want to see how we look in person to approve us. They want to see how beautiful I am in person. When we arrived for our interview, we did not wait an hour like everyone says. We were in and out. And the best part, our interview was less than 5 minutes. The first thing in our interview said was, "Hi, what's your full name? You're very beautiful. I love your vibe." Then they asked my husband his full name and if he's ever been arrested before, and then approved the green card immediately. No heavy, long hour interview like everyone is talking about, and no long waiting. This is proof that manifestation is instant. The truth? I am God. I am reality. Thank you so much. Self-concept really is the key for everything. Like I said, she first came to me and got my SP challenge. Why? Because there was a little bit of turbulence in her marriage. And it was not in this message, but she also shifted that. She said her husband has been treating her so much better, has been giving her queen treatment, has been spoiling her, and everything else. So she already had made shifts from that. And so that's why the shift was in making sure that he got his citizenship. And as you heard, it was flawless. Why? Because she said it is. So again, she did my SP challenge. She got the reward, which was more coaching with me. And within days, this is within days, guys. She sent this message to me yesterday. It is now Thursday, September 11th. So literally just yesterday, she sent this to me. And she started with me with the texting service on Monday. So within 3 days, she made these type of shifts. This is why I said you don't need long coaching. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars. Here's the thing, guys. You also don't need coaching at all. I say this in my videos and I say it with conviction. You can use everything I say in my videos and what I say in my self-concept guide and make major shifts. Personal coaching is a luxury. You don't need to go to the nail salon to get your nails painted or your toes painted. You could technically do that at home. You go to the nail salon because it's a luxury. You could easily go spend $10 on a good bottle of nail polish and do it yourself and save $100. You go to the salon because of the experience, because of the pampering, because it's a luxury. Okay? Same thing with anything else. Do you need to take your car to get it detailed by someone else and spend hundreds of dollars on that? No, you could do it yourself. But that is the luxury of not having to do it yourself. So that's what coaching is. You can do it on your own. You can use everything that I'm saying in my videos and make shifts. If you book with me, I want you to know it is a luxury purchase, and I only want those that are ready to go all in and that won't need me after a short time. I am here to be your last stop. I am here to make it click for you. The other thing I always tell my clients is after they've booked with me, know that whatever you just spent on yourself is an investment and you are going to get it back tenfold. Every single time my clients tell me that they well above got their money's worth, or they even manifested the money back in. And the other thing I want to say, guys, is do not compare yourself to these success stories in a negative way. Think, if they can do these crazy things, so can I. If she can get her husband's citizenship within 5 minutes like that, so can you. Let's go on to the next one. So again, I'm going to be playing the audio message of this, and I did edit their voice so that way they stay anonymous. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to be playing it here on my phone. I did email this over to me so that way I could just play it here.
And I think you told me that this would happen, so I wanted to let you know it is happening. That once I feel abundant internally, I see abundance flow into my life, and it really is. After I sent you that voice note yesterday, I swung by my nearest Lululemon to check out their stuff, and I just have to say, like, the abundance does not stop. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, alchemistic, and I have you to thank for it. I really, really appreciate everything you've done with me in just 10 days. I'm kind of living the life in a state that I've always wanted to be. Once I refocused on myself, things are flowing very easily, and I see abundance everywhere. And, maybe it was present before, but I just wasn't focused on it. But whatever it is, I definitely see it everywhere around me right now, and it just happens in the most unexpected places. And I actually find myself being much more generous too. I mean, hey, it makes sense, right? You can't get what you don't, or you can't get what you aren't. So I'm generous, which means this is why all this generosity is also flowing towards me. But it's just, I noticed a huge shift in my thinking. It's kind of no longer me versus the world, me versus everyone, which, I get it. It's silly. That kind of mindset is silly to begin with once we really understand how everyone is less pushed out. But I think I might have had that kind of running in the background for a while, even though I got all of manifestation theory. And I can definitely feel a shift inside myself. And I haven't even fully finished writing the 2 letters yet. I started bawling so many times when I wrote the letters to my past self. I was like, "Ooh, okay, I need to chill. I need to take a breather." But yeah, abundance does not stop flowing, and this has been kind of the life and mindset that I've always wanted to be in. Oh, one thing I did want to share, I totally forgot, was I wanted to share how my relationship with my mom has improved so much. And I'm so thankful. I know like family can be a sticky point for some, many, well, me in the past. And it's like you say, it all comes from within. Uh, I just changed my mindset about her, about our relationship. I no longer even have to feel like I need to reason with her or argue with her. And normally those discussions turn into full on screaming matches and mental breakdowns and bawling my eyes out for like 2 hours, stuff like that. But yeah, now I just um I think I feared a lot of her disapproval before, and so I anticipated a lot of her reactions, and of course they would come true. But like now, if I get a little nervous about, I came home at 11:30 last night because I was out at a climbing gym with my friends, and it was further away than our usual. So travel time, whatever, blah blah blah. So I got home at 11:30. Normally, this would be when she would question me: who was I with? What was I doing? Why was I out so late? Blah 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 blah. All that. And for instance, I have decided not to wait around for people to give me, nice, pretty things. I wanted to experience them myself, and I could give them to myself. So I've been trying out some bougie luxury candles, which I totally recommend. Le Labo, Laurie 62, amazing. And before, I knew she'd come back, and I knew like I might come back and she'd ask, oh, what did I buy? How much did I spend? Aren't I spending too much money? Et cetera, that sort of thing. And now that's just really not an issue anymore. And it's all straight from within. Yeah. And it's really given me an urge or motivation or desire. There we go. It's really sparked in me a desire to fix not fix, but work on my relationship with my dad. I didn't bring this up as one of the goals that I wanted to work on because I know it'll be fine. Yeah, don't really know think twice about it. This is the level of knowing that I've gotten to in life now. And yeah, it's one of those, I think, desires that's kind of made itself known in the past couple of days. And it's something I've been noodling over as well. There's definitely a lot of history there, and none of it is worth recounting because, hey, didn't happen. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. So I haven't seen my dad in 5 years. I don't really talk to him. And I used to feel like forgiving him or wanting better relations with him in a way would be one, being okay / rug sweeping everything he's done in the past and kind of a betrayal of my mom. And now it's more that no, everyone is being pushed out. He is also being pushed out in a way. Oh, why would I be mad at myself? Why would I resent myself? Why would I, honestly, in some ways, hate myself a little? It just doesn't make sense. And I know he'll be perfectly happy to just be in contact and carry on like nothing's happened. Like I know, because he's perfectly happy to rug sweep everything. But that's not how I should look at it either. His willingness to forgive is also something to be celebrated. And that's definitely a quality I can find in myself as well. That I'm not the sort to hold on to grudges. It doesn't make me feel comfortable or happy to hold on to a grudge, to be honest. I don't think it makes most people happy to hold on to grudges, but I guess our egos really feed into that, and we're so high off of that vindictive rage that we do hold on to grudges. But it's not a pleasant thing. So, anyways, that's one of the things I'm gonna send another message to my dad right after this, I think. Sure, not a problem. I would love for this to help to reach whoever it needs to help. Although, would you mind doing this as a text only? Have to make it go to a little bit more effort to write it out. I don't actually want this to be tied to my voice because I'll give you some background because it's heavily personal and maybe a little identifiable. But basically, long and short of it, you might have guessed some of it from just our time together. My parents got divorced when I was very, very small. And it was one of those dad's a serial cheater. Okay, it's all in the past, whatever. Serial cheater, cheated on my mom when she was pregnant with me. My mom had eloped with him to be with him, like kind of a love conquers all situation, and she went against heavily family and cultural pressure to do so. Kind of gave up on her very promising career to do so as well. So, understandably, this is very devastating. And when they finally divorced after a tumultuous childhood, It was so bad I actually can't remember most of it. um, it was a typical soap opera, like you name it, it happened in my life. So lots and lots of drama, lots and lots of angst, lots of resentment and hatred, blah blah blah. And my dad is the type, I frequently joke that if he lived in the ancient times, he would absolutely have a harem. So he sees absolutely nothing wrong with what he's done. I think partially because it's also learned behavior, because his father, I don't really call him my grandfather, did the same thing to his wife. So he and his siblings have been around like values and environment like that all their lives. And I think the relationship with my mom now, I am so grateful for, because I got awarded to my mom in the custody battle, and my poor mother, um, having gone through all that in her life, yeah, she was hit very badly with a divorce. So for the next 10 years, from like elementary through to like college for me, I became her emotional scapegoat and punching bag. The emotional abuse was daily. I guess you'd call it physical abuse too. I was slapped across the face daily until college, stuff like that. Because in her culture, in her age, people do not go to anything resembling therapy. You don't do that, and in fact, you are the shame of the family to have divorced, even though your husband is a serial cheater, stuff like that. So the poor woman had nowhere to process it but me. um, so yeah, that made for a very tumultuous, emotional, and baggage-filled past. So right now, my relationship with my mom is like we're sisters. We are in a way best friends. My friends often envy my relationship with my mom. I will go on solo trips with her. I actually love taking trips with her. We're very much in sync with how we experience the world. It's great. I mean, now I live alone, but when she comes visits me, she stays for a month or 2 or 3, depending on what she has to do in the city. It's a very long period of time and completely unfathomable based on our history and our 20s. I did not like her very much in my 20s at all. I majorly backlashed against that, you know, and stuff like that. And once she stopped hitting me, then she'd like ask me multiple times a day, "Do I love her? Do I love her? Do I love her?" Stuff like that. So a lot of history. But yeah, now it's things are very good with me and my mom. I obviously bore a lot of resentment from my dad, especially even as an adult. Uh, just he's very much the his way goes, his way or the highway. Oh, he got married to one of his women without even telling me. Stuff like that. He kind of sprung it on me on a vacation, and I was like, what the hell? I remember I was in high school and I threw a fit in the hotel lobby because I was so mad. Stuff like that, yeah. And we are also on different ends of the spectrum politically, so that really helps things. Yeah. But yeah, I've decided that having good relationships with my dad, I'm doing it for me too. It's not a sign of weakness. I'm not giving in and bowing down to to the past and saying, okay, it's okay, what you did is acceptable. No, that's not what it means here. It is being one with myself. Yeah. Yes, but that was a lot. I don't know if you could share that in text more.
I know that was really long. And the reason why I did that was because multiple of those messages I felt like needed to be said. So the first few messages they sent to me, I think it was after a couple of weeks of working with me. And then I took them and I said, can I use these as a success story? And then you heard the last message where they said, put this in text form. And I said, no problem. I can either put it in text form or I can disguise your voice. Which would you prefer? And they said, you know what? Disguise my voice because I feel like the audio would be better. Audio messages helped me when I was first watching you to decide that you were my coach. So this person got my elite texting and voice note service. What the elite includes is one coaching call per week also. So you get the texting and voice notes with me. You also get priority. So you get priority over everyone else. I even respond sometimes on the weekends to my elite members, not the regular ones. So you get priority and you get a 30-minute call every single week. They did sign up for a month, and it was after like 2 weeks that they made these shifts. You heard it yourself. They completely turned around the relationship with their parents. That's huge. The other thing that happened is literally abundance everywhere in their life. This is what they talked about in that first voice note. So these were, I think, 3 to 4 different voice notes that I put into one and disguised their voice, okay? So you heard they completely shifted around the relationship with their mom, with their dad. They came from a culture where, basically it's normal for a lot of what they were experiencing, where, you're questioned even as an adult what you're spending your money on. And now that's not going on. You're questioned as an adult when you come home late, even though it's your house, right? And now that's not going on. Their relationship with their mom and their dad is 100 times better. And they did not tell me that that was one of their desires. It just happened to happen, right? The abundance, of course, is amazing. But how can you put a price on the relationship with your loved ones? That's it, guys. And here's the thing is the first week that they worked with me, and even the first success story, and she's still within the first week with me, right? The one that sent me the text messages. All I have you do is focus on self-concept. That's what I have every client do within the first 7 days. And these are the shifts that they make. So think about this. If it's possible for them, it is 100% possible for you. Whether you get services with me or not, it is possible for you. All you've got to do is shift who you are being, shift your self-concept. If you can't afford coaching with me, get my free self-concept guide. It is on my website. Link is in the description. That's really all that you need. But if you view this as your last stop, as a luxury purchase, and as any money that you spend on it, you're going to get back tenfold, you can book coaching with me. I'm here to help you. I do cater individually. Even though I'm having you focus on self-concept, I do cater individually. So one person I might have do revision, another person I might do something completely different with. It's all catered to the individual and what works best for them. Because this journey is not a one size fits all. So let me know, guys, did these stories inspire you? Did they help you in any way? Do you see yourself in these stories? Because a lot of times, if you are drawn to success story content, you hear your own story within them. And that's to show you what is possible. So let me know, did you resonate with maybe getting a citizenship somewhere? Maybe your person needs to get a citizenship somewhere or a visa, right? Or did you resonate with fixing the relationship with your loved ones or abundance? That's another great one as well. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I am starting a school community. What that is going to be is I will be posting all of my videos on my member side of my channel here. So in the first tier, will be over on the first tier of the school. I also will be going live for the first month. So all of the month of October, I will be going live once a week for group coaching. This is going to be hot seat coaching, first come, first serve, and each person will get 10 minutes. I'll go for probably about an hour at most to 2 hours, depending on my bandwidth. And again, it's first come, first serve. So, if 6 people show up and I'm only on there for an hour, those people are going to get 10 minutes each. If I'm only there for an hour and there's 20 of you, it's the first 6. Okay. Now, this community will be free to join from the 16th until the end of the month in celebration of my birthday. And once you join at that level, on the free level, you are grandfathered in to that cost, even if I raise the cost on that level. So it's free to join. Join me. Let's do some group coaching. I'm excited. I also will have other tiers as well. So kind of like I have the vault over here, I'll have the vault over there as well. And there will be more to come in the future. But I will be posting the link to that over on my community tab once I've launched it so that you can join. And I'll also add it to the description on this video after the 16th. So that way you can join there. But even when I raise the cost, it is only going to be $10 a month for that first level. I'm going to keep it at that. After October, so once we go into November, I will be cutting down on the group coaching on that level. It'll probably be every other week, so twice a month, but I'm still going to be doing it. Okay? So I know that this resonated with you. I know no matter who watches my content, it clicks for them, and this is what's meant for them. This came into your awareness for a reason. And I also know, no matter when you're watching my videos, day or night, you're about to have the best day or night of your life. And I already know that's the case for you. Take care.